Hi folks, it's Kelvin here. We run coach for Leeds and surrounding areas as well as online coaching. In this little video, I'm going to do a couple of videos actually. I thought I was going to do them together, but I think it makes more sense to split them into two. And that's about looking through training with a very zoomed out lens. We often focus on the sort of here and now, what we have to do today, this week, and maybe in an individual training block. But I did want to look at a couple of concepts in looking at training in a sort of longer timescale. And what we're essentially trying to do is increase volume. This is kind of like, again, very broad brush across this, but increase volume until either structural capacity is reached, so a runner starts to get niggles and injuries, or time budget is reached, so a runner doesn't have any more time to train, so maybe it's starting to eat into life or even things like recovery time. So in this little video, I would like to cover the increase in volume until time budget is reached. So you don't get injured, you just don't have any more time to train. So essentially what we're trying to do is increase volume until time budget is reached, and then decrease volume a little bit and add in some intensity, making sure that that intensity is specific to the individuals, their goals and where they are on that journey. So decrease the time that runner's out training, increase the intensity, and then grow the intensity and the volume together until we get back to that time budget. Now, for that same time budget, that runner is actually going to be doing a little bit more volume because adding in intensity is adding a little bit more speed, so they're going to go a little bit further. And then we need to sort of take a little bit of a look and see if that runner's progressing, so if that runner is getting faster. Because what we always need a new training stimulus. So if we're adding the sort of same amount of intensity and doing the same amount of training, but keeping the speed the same, that runner will eventually plateau and then eventually start to detrain. So once we've kind of got the intensity distribution right, the runner is training as much as they can in terms of time budget, the new stimulus becomes faster running. So that runner needs to make sure that their paces for their runs are increasing over time. Obviously, we've got to make sure that they're not increasing too quickly, where we're going to kind of then bump into structural capacity problems. But then the increase in pace becomes the new stimulus to progress further. So that's kind of looking at training through like a really zoomed out approach. In my next video, I'm going to look at what to do when structural capacity is reached rather than time budget. So I hope that makes some sort of sense. And if you've got any questions, please pop them down in the comments below. And for now, happy running.